Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. You guys, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and be sure to turn on your post notifications in that top right hand corner of your screen and make sure you thumbs up the live. So you guys, I'm back. I'm live for a good 30 minutes. A good 30 minutes and I'm hopping off here. How's everybody doing? Did you see the eclipse? If you are here, did you see the eclipse yesterday? And did it make a difference for you? I saw it, but it seems like it was just like a real quick situation. Now, supposedly there were so many like, oh, hey, Aisha Love, you're good. Girl, you're good. You know me. It was a sporadic situation anyway. It wasn't planned, so you are good. You are good. And I figured you were probably working anyway, so girl, I totally understand. But yeah, did you see the eclipse the other day? I saw it, and I swear, it felt like it only lasted like 3 minutes. It went completely dark, and then boom, it was like full-on sunshine here in Missouri. And I'm like, what was that all about? But I did notice that it's been really, really warm since yesterday here. So I've been burning up. I literally have my AC on, which is weird because I'm like, it's been cold. The past week it's been cold. So I'm not complaining too much because this is the first time I didn't have to turn my heat on. So I'm grateful for that. Oh, really? You're in Louisiana, right? It was so clear here in Missouri, crazy. So it probably was the weather was a little bit different down south. The weather was a little bit different down south. Okay, y'all. So what I'm doing, Aisha, I'm gonna have another moderator come in too. Braylon, she's gonna come in. I'm gonna add her as a mod. Oh, really? Arkansas is not far from me. Arkansas is about 2 hours from me. It's about 2 hours from me. It's not far at all. But yeah, it was actually really, it was pretty, but it felt like it only lasted like 3 minutes when it reached its totality. I think that's what they call it. It was like 3 minutes. It was completely dark, and then it went right back to sunshine. And it's funny because I was hearing so many things. People were talking about how it was supposed to be the time of the rapture and the end of the world, and people's cars was gonna shut down. I was like, where are y'all getting all this stuff from? Where are y'all getting all this stuff from? It's like, where are y'all coming up with this from? And you know, people in the spiritual and tarot communities, they were talking about it too, like in astrology and whatnot, the significance of a total solar eclipse, and I guess the spiritual meaning behind it. Yep, them conspiracy theorists. And I'm like, well, for all of y'all that thought that y'all was going to be raptured up and didn't go nowhere, how was that? How are you feeling today? How are y'all feeling today? That's just one of those things that has never made sense to me. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that we're not living in troublesome times, because we definitely are. But but it's like they be doing too much. The churches sometimes, they just be doing way too much. Like, What was y'all expecting to go down? Like, it just don't make sense. Like, the eclipse has nothing to do with the earth except for the sun and the moon and how it affects us. But one thing that did cross my mind as I saw it happening was how important both aspects are. And it made me think about that, like in the spiritual community, right? People are always talking about light workers and loving light and having a high vibration and this type of thing, which is important. But the thing is, you can't have light without darkness. They both coexist. It's that duality. It's the same concept of this as the sign of Gemini, where you have the twins. Light and darkness, they have to coexist, right? Darkness was first, and then there was light. So even in Genesis, it's like there was a darkness, and then God said, let there be light. So we need both the sun and the moon. Both of those energies help with light. You can immediately feel the temperature drop when the moon completely covered the sun. Yes. It's so funny that we're having this conversation, Aisha, because I was just telling one of my besties this morning. I was like, to be honest, and I'm not bashing anyone's religious beliefs at all, but for me personally, a lot of the things that are taught in church and in Christianity in particular make no sense. That whole concept of heaven and hell makes no sense to me. If God is so merciful, understanding, and compassionate, why would he need to threaten me to do right? Why would he create me with the ability to do wrong in the first place? Make it make sense. But even more so, if he's loving, compassionate, heavenly Father, right? All of these adjectives that we're describing, why would his ordained ministers be telling people, you better get right with God, or he's gonna do what? He's gonna do what? That sounds like a threat. Like, if you don't do what I tell you to do, then these are the consequences of not doing what I tell you to do. But I'm giving you free will, though. It's your choice. But if you don't do what I tell you to do, then you're going to hell. Right? So which one is it? Which one is it? Is it really free will? Or is it free will according to your will? Not my will. Because you're saying that you're giving me free will, but then you're giving me an ultimatum. Either you do this or you go here. And then there's the contradictions of, well, this only applies to certain people, right? Because you have, what do they call him? The angel of death in the Bible, where he goes through, you know the story of Passover, which they just had, where the death angel goes through and unalives the firstborn child of every Egyptian throughout the land of Egypt, right? This is by God's command, is it not? But then you have Moses with the 10 commandments, and he says, one of those commandments is thou shalt not murder. It's fine if God directs it, but it's not okay if somebody across the street decided that he was going to unalive somebody. The math's not mathing. Y'all, don't get me started on the inconsistencies in the Bible. The inconsistencies, the discrepancies, all the things. All of the things. A lot of the things make zero sense. Yeah, it does sound like rituals. It absolutely does sound like rituals. Just like when Easter passed. And leave it to us Aquariuses, because we always gonna think outside the box. We are always going to question the norm. Because in my mind, Easter, right, the resurrection, of Jesus, which the Christians can't count. Argue with your mama, not with me. Anybody who has any common sense and knows their math knows that from Good Friday to Sunday morning is not 3 days and 3 nights. He was not. It was not. Okay? If you can count to 3 like a toddler, you know that that's not 3 days and 3 nights in the ground. Good Friday to Sunday morning is not 3 days. Okay? It's not. He was buried Friday night. Right? Supposedly. He was put into the tomb Friday night. You have Saturday, you have Saturday night or Saturday sunset. Then you have Sunday morning. Count with me, y'all. Friday night, that's 1 night. Saturday day, that's 1 day. Saturday night, that's 2 nights. Sunday morning, that's 2 mornings. That is not 3. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. The math doesn't math. Now, on top of that, let's bring it back. Everybody be so hyped to talk about anybody who permits a witch to live in the Bible, and anybody who practices necromancy and this and that and the third shall be whatever, right? So what was that? What was that? If Jesus died on Good Friday and he rose on Sunday morning, is that not what necromancy is? Bringing the dead back to life. It's giving vampire, low key. It's giving the story of Lazarus, necromancy. Because who called him up and where did he go? The math don't be mathing. The math. Aisha, your girl, the questions keep rolling in. He must be busy on the hotline because the questions are rolling in because it's not making sense. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't believe in a higher power. I'm not saying that at all, me personally. But I'm saying the concept and the idea of the religions, the math is not mathing. Where are y'all coming up with all this from? Who wrote this book? And what where are y'all getting this information from? Because he did what when? No, baby, it ain't. The math ain't mathing. The math just ain't mathing. And then, you always hear this thing. I know for me as a child, I would hear, don't add to or don't take away. But then you turn around and everybody got a different translation. So it's like, okay, so what is this? What is this about? That's exactly, Aisha, because hell is where and who's in it. Because every time somebody go to glory, they show talking about well, she's smiling down on heaven. She was hell on earth. She gave us hell while she was here. So why would she be in heaven? Why would he be in heaven? He was a thug. He was out in the streets. He did all kind of dirty things, and y'all want to sit here and act like he was a saint. Because why? He is in hell. He's got a first class seat to hell. But that's what they want everybody to believe. All your loved ones are in heaven, smiling down on you. No matter how wretched of a person they were while they was here. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's the toxic positivity. He was nothing but hell. He didn't pay his child support. He don't even know who's his kids. He don't even know his kids. But y'all talking about some he in heaven. He died in a shootout. He was selling drugs. She was out here doing whatever she was doing to whoever she was doing it to. But she in heaven. She was abusive. All kind of stuff. All kind of stuff. And then, you have this concept also in the church that's crazy. Because both of my great-grandmothers were like this. And my mom told me this growing up. You have the old Baptist, Southern Baptist, deep Southern Baptist. And then you have like Episcopalian. And you have these different branches of the church. And so because the doctrines are kind of different, they kind of are at odds with each other. Because where you have the Baptists, you got the Episcopalian over here. They're saying, oh, you can wear jeans and you can wear makeup and you can wear jewelry, but you can't dance. And then you got the Baptists over here saying it's fine to dance, but you got to wear long skirts and dresses and this type of thing over here. You can't wear jeans and you can't wear jewelry and you can't go out to clubs and you can't smoke and you can't drink because that's sin. Where in the Bible is that sin? Where is that sin? This is how I know they just be making shit up, just making it up. Where in the Bible is that sin? It's not. It's not. But that's what you run around telling people. Oh, you can't wear that and you can't drink. Then why was Jesus turning water into wine? Why was he turning water into wine? And why did he have wine with the disciples at the Last Supper? See, y'all see what I'm talking about? The math does not be mathing. Where are you getting this from? If you wear red lipstick, this is the spirit of Jezebel. Who came up with that? Where is that at? That's not even in the book. Like, the things that don't make sense. And that's what they want you to follow. Oh, sister so-and-so, you gonna cause brother so-and-so to sin. Well, is it my responsibility to keep brother deacon so-and-so, pastor so-and-so from sinning, or is that his responsibility? Because last I checked, he was a free moral agent and fully capable of taking accountability for his actions. Why is that on me? Sister so-and-so, you can't wear that. You're going to have to go and change. I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. Good luck to those of y'all who can. Just the constant, for me, in the religious world, it's the constant, yes, the judgmentalness, like you said, Aisha, and then it's the constant restrictions. You can't do this. You can't do that. This is wrong. That's wrong. But then, notice how nobody says anything about all the children that have been abused. No one talks about that part. And when I say abused, I'm talking about very young children going into marriage under the church against their will. Nobody wants to talk about that. Right, let him be the judge. Let him be the judge. Or, the constant saying of so-and-so is living in sin. So-and-so, they living in sin. Who came up with that, y'all. Where did that come from? That's a genuine question. Where did they come from? They living in sin. Who started that? That always tickles me when I hear that. They living in sin. Who? And who are you to be talking about how somebody else is living? Why is that your business, Sister Mary? Is that your business? What? It's funny. It's comical. For me, it's the fear mongering and the judgmentalness, because it's like, why are you worried about what I'm doing? If you are so holy, mind your holiness. Don't worry about what I'm doing. It has nothing to do with you. And it'd be the first people talking about some, well, you know, God said to spread the gospel. Not to me. He didn't tell me about that. So don't come over here with that. Go. And then if I'm evil, why you want to hop into my live stream and tell me that I'm going to hell? If I'm gonna go, let him take me there. If I'm gonna go, let him give me a first class seat. Let him give me a front row, a first class ticket to go to hell if that's where I'm going. I don't need you to come to my live stream and tell me that shit. People love to mind the business that don't pay them. Okay. Y'all, I'm prepping. So here's what we got going on, Aisha. I'm doing, my free list is open. So I'm doing free readings, but I'm only doing 5. 5 is my shutoff point. Anything after 5. And if they get tired of waiting, they can just donate. If they want to be bumped up on the list, they can send in a donation. We know how this rolls. I still have Super Chat, Cash App, and PayPal. Nothing has changed. So everybody wanting to hop in, the free list is open, but once we hit 5, the free list is closed. And anybody on the free list, they need to drop a pink heart. They need to drop a pink heart. Green hearts are for people who donated. So just so you know, Aisha Divine knows when she pops in, and Braylon will know when she gets here. I gotta set her as a mod. But yeah, green hearts are for people who donated, and if they donate, they need to drop a green heart so we know to bump them up in the list. And also, if y'all don't mind, moderators, reminding people when they come in, once I get started readings, I'll let everybody know I'm about to start readings, right? So whoever's first on that list, I'll let them know. Go ahead and post your question, because I have people coming in here and then just start posting their question. And I don't run my live stream like that. So I have to let them know, okay, now you can post your question and then we can do what we need to do. I just be laughing though. You know, there's a lot of knowledge that you can get from the church. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of information you can get from the church. But there's also a lot of things that just don't make sense. And it's funny to me. When people be so serious about it. Yep, go ahead and snatch them right out. Snatch them bald out the chat. Snatch them bald out the chat. Anybody coming in here with that rah-rah? I had somebody complaining Saturday. Yeah, somebody was complaining Saturday morning because first of all, she came in here. I didn't even know who she was. And she was like, oh, well, I've been waiting for an hour. Well, I said I had told you if you wanted to be bumped up in the list, then you can send a donation. It's really very simple. I swear. A lot of them do need to be evaluated. For real. A lot of them need to be evaluated. Because the stuff that goes on. But yeah, I don't do well with people telling me what to do. So somebody randomly coming into my live stream talking about I had to wait for an hour. Then why didn't you donate? And if you donated, why'd you say something? Right? Don't get me wrong. If I'm at fault, I will humbly apologize and get to you ASAP. But outside of that, baby, that's on you. And then if somebody is doing something for you for free, why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? And then the question that she asked, she wasn't too fond of the answer, because she was like, well, that hurt, but thanks. I'm not here to lie to you. What do you want me to say? And this is why I had a post a couple days ago on my Instagram that tarot is not a cure-all. Tarot is not a cure for mental illness. Tarot is not a cure for your relationships. Tarot is not a cure for stupidity. Tarot is a guide. Tarot is a tool used for clarity and guidance. That is it. That is all. Tarot doesn't cure delusion. You know what? It was in his plan. It was a part of his divine plan. And we can only do what we can do. The tarot has to be used sparingly, and it has to be used with common sense. Right? It has to be used sparingly, and it has to be used with common sense. Oh, Aisha, the questions coming in from the ones that are messing around with married people, block them. I'm not answering them questions. Don't come in here asking me about somebody leaving somebody that they married to for you. Fuck you mean? That's immediate karma. That's what you're asking for. Because even if they do leave that person, they probably gonna end up leaving you too. Because they're bunnies. They bounce around. Girl, I'm glad that you understand my sense of humor, because I'm not for everybody, and people be getting so offended by the things that I say, and I'm just like, I'm just a girl with cards. I'm just a girl with cards. I don't even know why y'all take me this seriously. It's tarot, babes. It's tarot. But hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Like Aisha said earlier, welcome to the channel. Aquarian Empress Tarot. I'm the Aquarian Empress, and this is the tarot that I be slinging, okay? Oh, no, you fine. I was not even talking about that situation at all. I'm talking about in the past 4 years that I've been reading tarot, the amount of people that have literally asked me about leaving a spouse, somebody leaving a spouse for them is crazy. It's crazy. And then they be fully confident that the person, and the funny thing is, every time I see it, Spirit's like, nope. And even if they do leave that person for them, it won't be, their life is going to turn to shit every single time. Because it's a karmic debt. And marriage is like, it's a real serious thing. You know the saying is spirituality, as above, so below. And people don't realize their behaviors here on this earth also go into the spiritual realm, because we are souls having a human experience. Right, because I'ma just be blunt. Niggas be lying. Okay? Niggas be lying. And they will tell you anything. to be around for a good time, not a long time. And my thing is this. If someone, I say someone because you got same-sex couples and whatnot, but usually it's a man. If a man is willing to leave his wife for his side piece, is that what? Right. Okay, for his side piece, what does that say about him? What does that say about his character as an individual? And why would you want that? Because that's like ill. To me, that's ill. That's real trifling to me. That's trifling. Because you're lying to your wife and making her believe that whatever, y'all got a good thing going on, but yet you have someone on the side because apparently you're not satisfied with what you already have. And believe it or not, like I said, as above, so below. The spiritual repercussions of that is horrible. Horrible. It's your responsibility as a woman when you find out pertinent information to move morally, or you can choose to move immorally, but just understand the repercussions and the consequences of that behavior. Because at the end of the day, the wife is the one with she has the legal privileges because she's in a contract with this man. So you sitting over here thinking, oh, he's giving me money and he's da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, at the end of the day, you have no rights. If he drops dead today, you have no rights because you are not legally attached to this man. It's whatever. It's whatever. Sometimes I really think people like drama, and I think that's why they like tarot readings, because they think that it's about the drama. And I think some people are so used to, when we talk about self-love, right, and a lot of women being very delusional when it comes to relationships, I think some are so desperate, because I was trying to figure out, why would a woman want so badly to be with a married man, right? I think some are so desperate to just be in a relationship with someone that even if that someone is already married to someone else, that they're like, you know what? I'll settle for this because at least I have a man in my life. Right. Right, because when the wife finds out about you, guess what? She's filing for a divorce, and she's probably going to get alimony and child support, baby. So the money that he was giving to you will not be your money. It's her money. He's giving you her money, and baby, if I was the wife, I'm snatching my shit back. Let me find out. Let me find out. You see what I'm saying? So karma is a she's a buh. I'm telling you, it never turns out pretty in them situations. I actually had just seen, I think it was last week, I was scrolling on TikTok, as I often do, for shits and giggles. And this girl she was telling this story about this married couple that lived next door to her next door neighbors. And she said, have y'all ever been chilling at home, and then all of a sudden, you're involved in a murder? She said, all I was trying to do was have a peaceful evening to myself at home and make me some chocolate chip cookies. Next thing she know, somebody's beating on her door. Beating on her door. She's like, so, I wasn't expecting no company. So I'm like, who's at the door? She said, so I looked at the peephole, and she said, I see my neighbor standing outside my front door, covered in blood. And she's like, help me. She was like, I think my husband. And she's like, what? Now, wait a minute. What exactly did you do? She opened the door and was talking to the woman. And she was like, yeah. She was like, She's like, I did it. I did it. She said, because, and the woman told her the story. When she got off of work, she came home and she saw him in the bed with this other broad. That was all it took. That was all it took right there. The man was bold. Let me tell you that. The man was real bold for that. But he'll never do it again, literally. He'll never do it again. And that's all it took. And the weapon of choice was a knife. I think the woman survived the incident. The woman survived the incident. But honey, I bet she won't ever be a side chick again. I bet she won't. You know that song? I bet you won't. I bet she won't ever do it again. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So she's telling this story, and she's like, now how? So she called the cops. She was like, just call him. She said, call him for me, and I'ma turn myself in. So she did. She called 911, come to the scene. She said, next thing I know, they carried out one body bag. Next thing she know, they carried out another body bag. So I guess the woman, eventually, she didn't make it. You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And she did turn herself in. Now, we don't know the rest of the story because I guess she didn't like follow up to see what happened. But she said, sure enough, they took the wife in cuffs. They took the wife in cuffs. And you can't really blame her because what was he doing? What was he doing? And you know they call it crimes of passion because you don't play with somebody's emotions like that. And so you never know what you would do, you know, in some situations, because other people be like, that's crazy. Why she have to do that to the woman? Or why did she have to, you know, unalive him? They were married for 20 years. This wasn't no little, they've been married for a year or two. No, they've been married for 20 years. But think about your emotions. If that was you were that woman and that was your husband and you found out, came home and saw that scenario, you might lose it. You might lose it. So she said, I ain't judged the woman. She asked me to call the police. I called the police. That was that. They took her out in handcuffs. But you know, you got people in the comments and they was like, I hope you post bail for her, help put money on her books or whatever, because ain't no way. That's why I said I can't answer them kind of questions. Y'all come to me asking stupid questions. Oh, is he gonna leave? Is he gonna leave this one for me? Sometimes even a live-in baby mama situation, they're not leaving it because of the comfort. It's the comfort. It's the provision. She's providing for him. She's the provider. They got 3 or 4 kids together, and he's been living with her for 10 years on and off. And then he starts messing with you on the side. Do you really think he's going to leave his comfort zone? She pays the bills. She makes good money. He drives her car while she's at work. Plays video games at her house. He eats her food. Do you think that he's just going to up and leave that situation? Like, this is why I say tarot has to be used with common sense and discretion. Y'all, the stuff that I've seen and heard, I'm just like, what? And then, you know, if you watch like I do, true crime or Snapped or any of those types of things, Lifetime, what's the show that always gets me every time? Evil Lives Here. That's the name of the series. It's called Evil Lives Here. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that show, but if you ever watch it, it'd be some of the craziest stories I've ever seen. And it always starts off with this woman meeting this man. That one too, for my man. That one too, Aisha. It always starts off. Notice how it always starts off. How it start off. A woman being delusional. Oh, he was such a great guy, and da 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 da. He did kids. Da, 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 da. Next thing you know, this mother sucker is taking somebody out. Taking them right out of here. Sending them home. I didn't know he was like this. I believe it. I didn't know he was like this. He was such a great guy in the beginning. He really loved me. He brought me flowers to my job. And then all of a sudden, he just becomes crazy out of nowhere. There were no signs. Just insane. Dating is risky. Let me just say that. Dating is very risky. It's a very risky situation. Being in a relationship is a very risky. That's why I'm like, it's a risky situation. It's a risky situation because sometimes you really don't know. Sometimes you really don't know. Because some people pretend and some people lie so well that you just like, I can't believe that this person would do something like this. Crazy. Just crazy. And I feel like along with background checks, people should start checking people's medical records too. Is there any forms of mental illness going on? Any forms of mental illness going on? What did I see the other day? I was so disturbed. I seen a guy confessing to an unaliving of someone, actually of 3 people. His girlfriend. He said he was going to unalive the dog, but she told him no, so he unalived her. Then his uncle, because his uncle had some money at the house, and something happened, so he left her body there and then went to his uncle's house, unalived his uncle, and then his best friend was like, he said his best friend or whatever was trying to like tell him that he wasn't serious about it, he wasn't going to do nothing, so he did it. Now mind you, he's telling all of this to a reporter, a news reporter. And he was like, yeah, y'all did a real good job covering me when they was looking for me, when the police was looking for me. Y'all did a good job telling my story. But he said, yeah, I did it. And he said it like he was just reading a storybook. He was like, yeah, and then I went here and I did this to this person, and then I left there, changed my clothes, went here, got in the car and went there. Like he was telling this story like he just rode up to the grocery store real quick, got a few items, checked out, and came home to make something to eat. That's how he was telling these unalivings to this news reporter. And she was just asking him questions. And she was like, so let me get this straight. You did that? And he was like, yes. I did. I just... Some people ain't rap tight. Some people just ain't rap tight. But y'all, I am here to do readings. So if you hopping in, hop on in. Hop on in. I'm going to pull some collectives real quick and see what Spirit's saying. Let's see. Collectively, we have integrity. You could be a person of integrity, or the person coming towards you could be a person of integrity. And integrity, somebody who is reliable, somebody who's trustworthy, right? In regards to love, I have self-care on the bottom of the deck, so that's a theme right now. Taking care of your spirit, taking care of your body, your mental health, your physical well-being. We have crossroads. Some of you guys, because you're a person of integrity, you're kind of torn sometimes between being in a relationship and staying single, because you know how difficult and how painful relationships can be at times, because When you really, really are deeply in love with somebody and you're deeply invested into that relationship, and then shit goes south because we got destruction here, it's difficult. It's a difficult situation to bounce back from. And I think that's why a lot of people are very guarded in regards to love. And this could definitely apply to you. This could be where you are right now. We have temptation. You may be tempted to engage with someone. You know what I mean? You may be tempted by someone. They may be, physically attracted to you. They may be sexually attracted to you, and vice versa. But at what risk? Because we have abandoned. Some of y'all are still working through your own trauma. You're still healing from being abandoned or being ghosted or being lied to, and you don't want to experience that. You don't want to have that same type of experience. We have end game. What is the end result here? Right. Safe and sound, Aisha. What is the end game? What is your goal in dealing with the people that you've been dealing with? Spirit says it's time to reflect. That's the part that a lot of people don't talk about during eclipse season, because this was a lunar eclipse in Libra, and recently, and eclipses are a great time to reflect. Spirit says, what is the end game? What are you hoping to gain from this relationship? What are you hoping to gain from the experience? And some people are just that. They're a temptation. They're eye candy. You know what I mean? They're somebody to have fun with. Some people are not going to be around for a long time. They're not meant to be. And that's why I say I don't like those terms, like soulmate and twin flame, because not everybody that you meet or that you connect with is going to be a long-term partner for you. That's unrealistic to have that expectation of everybody that you meet out in public or at the club or wherever you meet this person online on a dating app. Everybody is not meant to be your one and only. If you don't date, right? Because we know what dating is. You don't take the time to have fun with this person and go out and just vibe with this person. How are you supposed to know who is the one and only? How do you know? But if every situation that you jump into, you automatically get your feelings hurt because you thought or you wanted this person to be the end all be all. Now you're looking crazy because they jumped shit. You're abandoned now. And shit has fallen to pieces. Got destruction. Now you're confused. Well, I thought that this person really loved me. And I thought that we were... No. Y'all weren't on the same thing. Spirit saying it's time for you to get back in balance. It's time to stay grounded and stay focused, even while you're dating. And contrary to popular belief, you can still be in a healing energy while you're dating. None of us are perfect. So you can still be working out your traumas. You can still be learning how to love yourself more. And the best way to even be tested is actively participating in a relationship. Because one thing about it, and two things for certain, you will be triggered by another person. When you are interacting with other people, there's going to be some conflict. There's going to be some disagreements. Spirit says stay grounded. How are you staying grounded, and how can you stay grounded in a relationship? Self-care. What is important to you? What are your normal routines that you normally have? If you normally have your hair appointments, nail appointments, lash appointments, if you normally go clothes shopping, or you normally take the kids to the park every weekend, continue to do the things that bring you joy, even though you're in a relationship. Don't stop doing the things that you did prior to meeting that person, because you're still going to be that person whether that person sticks around or not. Recognition. There's two things that you have to recognize for some of you guys. That not everybody is meant to be your one and only. And you also have to recognize that just because you are a person of integrity, I hear this a lot from clients that book with me, love readings. Well, I told him the truth and I was honest and I was upfront about what I wanted, but this person played games. Okay, just because you're honest and upfront does not mean that everybody else is the same way. Like I said, some people are only around for a good time, not a long time. We have blockage. What's blocking you when it comes to love? What is it? What are you so afraid of? Some of y'all are stuck and stagnant when it comes to meeting your person because you're not ready to open up and receive the love that's ready for you. You're still stuck on the past. We have blockage here. If you can't go on a date or 2 or 3 without bringing up your ex and past situations, you're not ready. You're not ready. Don't nobody want to hear that. They don't want to hear it. That too, Aisha, or they need a place to stay. Reconciliation. I know what y'all are thinking. It is Mercury retrograde. For some of y'all, you're still attached to somebody who's toxic for you. And you need to recognize that this person is just a temptation. You know those, there's this song, you know that old song by Eminem and Rihanna, Love the Way You Lie? The toxicity of that. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. It's all right because I love the way you lie. Girl, and we will move on and shall. I will be back on the weekend. I'll be back on this weekend, early morning. Some of you guys are addicted to the chase. You like the attention, but then when it starts to get serious, it's like, For some of y'all, you're the problem. Be careful of being addicted to toxicity. Challenges. Love comes with challenges. It does. Hi, Gina. Childhood wounds. Some of y'all are still working through childhood wounds. Like I said, some of y'all are still healing. So you have to understand that love sometimes comes with challenges. Everything's not going to be roses. You know what I mean? Sure, Gina. For some of y'all, it's a karmic connection that's keeping you stuck. Like I said, a karmic connection is your blockage. Some of y'all want to start a family or you have children and that's what you're looking for, stability. The material world. For some of y'all, you've been dealing with people who are not financially stable and that's also a blockage, or you yourself are not where you want to be financially. And also being in denial. Spirit side says it's time for healing, spiritual healings. Right? For whomever that applies for. So, Aisha, we got 4 slots left. 4 free slots left. After Gina. Hang on, Gina. Let me pin your question. How does Ian feel? Am I pronouncing his name correctly? That too. How does Ian feel? Hey, creative artist, how are you? Welcome back. Absolutely. If you're hopping into the live stream and you're wanting a reading, just drop a pink heart, y'all, so Aisha knows to add you to the free list. I got 3 free slots left. Spirit, how does Ian feel and what are his next actions towards Gina? Hey, Diana. I have the Justice and I have the 7 of Swords. When I ask how he feels, Hold that question. Hold that question, Creative Arts. Because I'm doing Gina's reading at the moment. Justice and the Seven of Swords, his next actions. Seven of Swords tells me he doesn't really trust you yet. And I think it's because you guys may not have been dating, or you're not dating consistently right now. So he doesn't really know you well enough to fully trust you. Thank you, Aisha Love. But he wants things to be balanced between the two of you. He wants things to be fair. He wants the energy to be reciprocal between the two of you. And he may possibly reach out to you. He may possibly reach out to you and show like some type of affection or some type of interest, or give some type of offer, because I have the Ace of Cups here on the bottom of the deck, and right underneath that is the Emperor, so that's a divine masculine, right? But he wants to make sure before he opens up emotionally that you both are on the same page with Justice here, because Justice is about fairness, equality, and balance, right? Okay, Creative Arts. What's coming in for you in your job life in the coming weeks? Of course, Diana. If you're in no contact, then I wouldn't even be bothered with it, Gina. And that's probably why he low-key feels like you're on bullshit, because the Seven of Swords popped up, and that's why I say he doesn't fully trust you. He doesn't feel like the energy is reciprocal between the two of you. It's not balanced. And he doesn't want to express emotion. He doesn't want to reach out to you if you're not reaching out to him. He feels like it's not a balanced situation. All right, Creative Arts. What is coming for you in your job life in the coming weeks? Spirit, what's coming for Creative Arts in the coming weeks? Go eat. Go eat. Five of Pentacles. I love this for you. The two cards I got for you, Creative Arts, is first is the Five of Pentacles. Well, apparently he's an attention whore who likes to be coddled and catered to. So I would leave him alone. Leave him right where he's at. Quit reaching out to him. If a man's not making himself available to you, it's because he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be. So I would move around. Creative Arts. In your job life, you may be feeling a little bit insecure right now because you may not like know all the ins and outs of the company or of the job. But Spirit says you have the power to manifest greatness, great things with the Magician here at this job. So don't let your insecurities get in the way. Don't let your intrusive thoughts get in the way, because you're definitely capable. You're definitely capable of having a great position with this company. Right? Just so you know, because the Magician came out. What's ahead for Creative Arts, Spirit, the next few weeks in job? Yeah. It's funny, Aisha said don't overextend yourself. But Creative Arts, don't overextend yourself at work either. Don't do too much trying to prove yourself. Don't overdo it trying to prove yourself. Let your work speak for itself. Let your skills shine through, but don't overdo it. You know what I mean? Like finding that balance. Spirit says this is a good time to reflect. What do you want? Do you want to move up in this company? follow the leader is what I'm seeing. Yeah, follow the leader. If someone is training you on a specific thing, make sure you pay attention to details. This is Virgo energy. Be very attentive to the little details. Take notes. Repeat things back so you make sure that you're understanding correctly. Show that you're competent and that you're capable. You're fully capable. Even if you think you're not, baby, let me tell you, confidence goes a long way. Confidence goes a long way. When you are sure about you, other people become sure about you. I'm telling you. Sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. Even if you don't know, you don't tell them you don't know. You go and research it quietly. And then you come back. You come back like you never left. You knew it all along. Because, baby, you got the sauce. What? Who's next, y'all? Incapable? Never that. Impossible who? Can't do what? Confidence goes a long way. And I'm speaking from experience. I literally just got hired because I was very confident in my interview. Very confident. They were asking me interview questions, and I was like, of course I can do this and such. That's no baby, that's no problem. And the lady literally said to me, I love your confidence. That's what she said to me. Just because somebody else might not think I can do it, baby, I know I can do it. Period. Don't second guess yourself. Do not second guess yourself, because there's nothing that can't be learned. There's nothing that can't be learned. And even if you make a mistake, mistakes are part of growth. You don't learn if you don't make mistakes. Right? Who else we got coming through on the free list, y'all? We running through. We running through. Who's after creative arts? Diana? Is it Diana? Hi, Kayla. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please go ahead and subscribe, baby. If you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification in the top right hand of the screen, and thumbs up the live stream, please and thank you. Okay, Diana, you can drop your question, love. Between you and Jay. Okay. Hold that thought, because I'm getting ready to do Diana's question real quick, and then I'll get to you. One free spot left. Who hopping in? Who hopping in to take it? Career or family? I got you. The Tower. Something may be coming to a head, Diana. Something may be about to crescendo. Like something. The only way, you know me, you know how I am. Like I'm really cutthroat. Shit may be about to hit the fan. Is the only way I can say that. That's the only way I know how to say that. Shit might be about to hit the fan with something. And it may not be you directly, but it could be something in relation to you or with someone in relation to you, if that makes sense. There's something going on. There's something difficult or challenging that's going on around you. It may not be with you per se, but somebody needs a wake-up call. Also, this could be a reminder to you to never get too comfortable, because things can go south real fast. Just when you get real comfortable, things can go south real fast. Spirit just wants to remind you that change is inevitable. You can work for a company for 5, 10, 20 years, and all of a sudden the company shuts down and they don't tell you anything. Spirit says be ready. Be ready for change, because it can come when you least expect it. Be ready. Yep. In regards to your finances and career, be ready for change swiftly, because the Tower is not a slow change. It's a, like, you didn't see that coming type change. So be prepared for that. Financially and in career, be ready for that. This could also be in regards to family, because Ten of Pentacles is also the energy of a family, a home life. Things can be a little bit chaotic and a little bit hectic at times. But when it, in regards to, like, I don't know if you're married or in a committed relationship with someone, but sometimes things happen between couples to show both parties that you have to work together. You have to work together. Teamwork makes the dream work in order for things to continue to work. You need each other. It's a balance. It's like the scales. There has to be equal give and take on both sides. It can't be one person doing all the work. Same thing in work. Same thing in work and career. You can't be doing your job and 15 other people's jobs, because eventually there's going to be a straw that breaks the camel's back. You're going to have enough. There's going to be a day where you're fed up and you tired. I'm tired of doing all of this. This is not what I get paid to do. Do you want me to take the calls, the customer complaints, check the emails, do the files, do the invoicing on top of doing payroll? Are you going to pay me to do payroll? Because that's not in my job description. No, ma'am. I'm not staying after 5 o'clock. No, ma'am. Unless you're paying me to do that, I'm not staying an extra 3 hours. No, ma'am. You see it? That's what Spirit wants you to know. Wake up calls. Change is inevitable. Be ready to change. If you have to make the change, Diana, be ready to make that change. If you're tired of a situation being the same thing over and over again, it's time for something to move around. There needs to be an adjustment of sorts. Something different needs to be done, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting a different result. Right? The Hierophant. Spirit says, what do you value? What is important to you in regards to your family and your home life, your belief system? Spirit says that's something to consider as well. Your values, even in the workplace, morally. Are your values, is your spirituality being challenged in the workplace environment? Are your moral principles being challenged? Things being done in an unethical sense? Things that you know are not right, but you're being pressured to do, and you don't want to lose your job. Spirit says stand up. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you believe in. And don't let nobody make you feel like you're wrong for doing so, because you're not. Okay, Kayla. Kayla, can you repost your question? Ooh. Yeah, I'll drop the card. If don't nobody claim it, Aisha, you can claim it because I'm going to head out. It's 8 o'clock. I'm head out. It's 8 o'clock. Are you and Jay dating? Let's start there, because sometimes I get a question and it helps to know. Hi, Jennifer. It depends. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. You're welcome, Diana. Oh, you have a crush on him. Okay. I'm going to ask Spirit, what's the advice for you? Well, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Anybody who's new, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's see. Spirit, what's the advice?
It looks like you haven't set up any.
Y'all, I'm sorry. Siri be always be in my business. We got leap of faith. Leap of faith. This is the advice from Spirit for you, Kayla. Trust the process here. Trust the process. There's a reason that things have been done to keep you guys apart. So you feel the chemistry between you and Jay, but Jay has yet to make a move. And it could just be platonic. That's fine, love. We'll be here for a minute. Yeah, protection. Rejection is divine protection. I cannot stress this enough, Kayla. Sometimes, just because we want something doesn't mean that it's actually the most beneficial thing for us. So it could be not that, what am I trying to say? Let me get it out. Not that he's not the person for you. It could just be not right now. Sometimes Spirit gives us it's not a no, it's just not right now. There may be some things that he's working through, and it's funny because I have self-care here on the bottom. So there may be some things in his life at this very moment that he's dealing with and he's working through. And he may very well be attracted to you, but he may not be ready to be like, you want to go out, Kayla? You want to go on a date? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not you, boo. It's not you, boo. You know what I'm saying? It's him. It's not you, it's him. So Spirit's saying, there's a reason. Thank you, Jennifer. I'll get to you in just a moment. I'm currently doing Kayla's reading. And once you donate it, just drop a green heart in the chat so my moderator knows that you sent in a donation. And let us know where you sent it so we know where to find it. If you sent it through PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, let us know. But usually Super Chat will fly on the screen so I can see it. Yeah. Spirit says you're being protected from something. There's secrets here. There's secrets here. There may be something, that he's not telling you or that he hasn't told you about. And that could be, and you're very sincere about how you feel. You know what I mean? You're very sincere about how you feel. So, what was I going to say? You're very sincere, but there may be things that he's not ready to reveal. You know what? You know what, Aisha? We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Cause see, ain't nobody asked me. Girl, you have not cause you asked not. Ask and you shall receive, baby. Ask and you shall receive. Yes, Jennifer, just give me a minute, okay? I'll let you know when you can post your question, okay, love? Thank you. I didn't say it, you did, baby. Secrets, and Spirit says you're being protected. You have to trust the process. If a man is serious about you, he's going to make a green heart emoji. Can somebody drop a green heart emoji so that Jennifer can see what we're talking about, please, in the chat? Please and thank you. Spirit says you've got to trust the process. If a man is serious about you and he wants to move forward with you, he will. Thank you, love. I just saw it come through. Appreciate the donation. Thank you to everybody who's been donating and sending them in. Thank you guys so much for all the love. So Kayla, if he's being secretive towards you, or you feel like something, you can, yes. Thank you, Aisha. That's the green heart we're talking about. When you donate, you drop a green heart in the chat so we know. Okay? But if he's being secretive towards you, Kayla, there's a reason that that this relationship hasn't progressed. So you have to pay attention to the signs, right? You got to pay attention to the signs. Spirit, give me a card for the possible outcome. Possible outcome between Kayla and Jay. Yeah, I prefer PayPal because Super Chat takes so long for me to get the money from them. It has to be a certain amount before I can even cash out with Super Chat. Lies and secrets. Lies and secrets. Seven of Swords. Bullshit. Kayla, it's bullshit. That's why he's been dragging his feet. Nine of Pentacle energy to actually make a solid offer to you, because there's things that he's being manipulative and he's being deceptive is the word. There's something he's not telling you. There's something he's not telling you, and you already feel that it's off. So if you feel that it's off, let it go. Let it go. Spirit says let it go. If he was that serious about you, there wouldn't be another girl involved anyway. You wouldn't even have to second guess about another girl. A man that loves you is not going to put you through that. He's not going to have you guessing that he's entertaining other people. Jennifer, you can go ahead and post your question, love. Aisha, is the free list closed? You're fine. It's okay. That's why I asked my moderator to put it in there so you can see it. It's fine. But you can go ahead and drop your question though. But if you want the next go round you come in, just know that option is available there. Yeah, girl, it's the wrap. But if you have a question for me, Aisha, I got you. We got to talk about, because I want to do the 18 plus, but I need to do it on a weekend. And my weekend's busy. So maybe Friday night? Maybe Friday night. We could do a little 18 plus Friday night, baby. $7 o'clock Friday night. Or later. I might do it later. So it's after the kids go to bed, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Friday night. After dark. At 9 o'clock is too late for me because I'll be up early morning. Probably 8 o'clock. I'm going to say 8 o'clock Friday night, 18 plus. Okay, love, I got you. We're going to do a general. I'm going to do a general. Girl, I haven't even done Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. I ain't done nobody. I have Libras, and I haven't even posted it yet. I don't think I posted Libras yet. I don't do right. Y'all know I do right. Okay. I need to get Aquarius's collective reading just put it on out there. Spirit, what messages do you have for Jennifer? Collectively, Spirit, what messages does she need to know? What does she need to be aware of, Spirit? Knight of Cups. There could be someone in your energy, Jennifer, that has romantic feelings for you and vice versa. Vice versa. Thank you. I try to be. Or if you're single, Jennifer, one of two things. Either you're in a relationship and you and your person both have romantic feelings, or there's someone that may be approaching you that has romantic feelings towards you with the Knight of Cups. See it? The Star is here. The Star is here. No, you're fine. You're fine, love. General is just fine. The Star is here. This may be something that you really hoped for. I love this for you. This person could be a water sign, or you could be a water sign, or an Aquarius. This person may have Aquarius in their chart, or you may be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart. Right? But this relationship could be very beautiful. If you're not already in this relationship, if it's coming towards you, this has the potential to be very loving, very balanced, very peaceful. Like, you guys can get along very well. Because I see right now, maybe you're just kind of doing your own thing right now. Nine of Pentacles, independently. You kind of take care of yourself. You're very self-sufficient. Could be very, very headstrong. The Emperor is here. Yes, this could be a divine masculine that's coming towards you. And this could be somebody that you just, like, they make you feel at home. I had the Six of Cups. Like, you feel comfortable. They feel comfortable with you. Is the energy that I'm getting from this. Could be like a past life type of connection, honestly. A deep, really deep connection. Tell me more, Spirit. Keep in mind, if I say zodiac signs, that's not set in stone. It could be any sign. But I say zodiac sign energies, the energies of those zodiac signs that I see on the board. Six of Pentacles. Yes. This person could be a giver. They like to give. That which is what could make this relationship so well, because you're also a giver. You like to give. You like to make the person that you're in a connection with happy. And so this could create a really balanced situation, but you have to be very mindful. You're Sagittarius. Sagittarius right here on the board. That explains the independence. But yeah, there's so much growth There's so much potential for whatever relationship this is. There's a lot of potential for it here with the Three of Wands. This is also about success coming in for you. So if there's been something that you've been waiting to pay off, it's coming to you. It's coming to you. Spirit says you do need to be a little bit more selfish with your time and energy because you love coming to help people, but a lot of times you don't get that same energy in return. You don't always get that same energy in return. So make sure that if you entertain this person that could be coming towards you, that they're giving you just as much as you're giving them. Ace of Pentacles, because I have this feeling that if you do that, the Ten of Cups is here. This could be very successful. This could be a very loving and healthy relationship that's coming in for you. Also, doors opening, finances and career-wise, like opportunity for career advancement, or if you're an entrepreneur or you're a business owner, a lot of success coming in, new clients coming in, or if you've been thinking about getting into that type of thing, it could be very successful because the Ace of Pentacles is like doors opening. Four of Pentacles is Spirit saying you need to conserve your energy and also make sure that you're emotionally available for someone to come in and pour into you. And pour into you. You're so used to doing everything yourself. Spirit's like, hey, when an Emperor comes along, somebody who's fully capable of giving you everything that you've ever wanted, let that person help you. Let them help you. You don't have to do it all the time. You don't have to be Captain Save. Let this person come in and let them help you. Right? That's what Spirit wants you to know. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Have a plan. The Page of Pentacles is here on the bottom of the deck. Have a plan going forward and implement that plan in regards to love and career. Both of those things. Spirit says you're going to be successful, be patient, but it's going to come in. But you also have to be a little bit selfish and a little bit stingy with whom you give your time and energy to, because not everybody deserves the best of you. Not everybody deserves the best of you. Not everybody deserves your kindness and your generosity. So Spirit says conserve your energy. Okay? But it looks like there could be, like I said, if you're not already in a relationship with somebody, there could be somebody coming in, because I got the Knight of Cups up here, the Star, the Temperance, right? Next to your Nine of Pentacles. This person is attracted to you because you give off boss energy. You give off very much, I like you, but I don't need you. And so there may be somebody coming to approach you, if, like I said, if you're not already with this person, that sees that about you, and they may want to come in and make an offer, get to know you, express emotion, this type of thing. You decide if this is something that you want to entertain. That's what Spirit wants you to know. Okay? So, thank y'all. I'm wrapping it up. It's my time to go, baby. I got homework to do. But sending everybody love. Thank y'all so much for all the likes, subscribes. If you are not subscribed, please do. Also, you can feel free to go over to my website, aquarianempresstarot.net, and you can look for full readings there. I offer shadow work, career, finance, full readings on your particular situation. Will they reach out to you? General readings, questions, all of the things. So you can go there and book a full reading as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my mailing list. So, Aisha, let me know if you need a reading. And thank you for being here, love. Okay, love, just let me know. Just let me know. I appreciate you so much. So sending everybody love, prayers for prosperity, protection, health, and we'll be back Friday night. That's going to be an 18 plus reading. That will not be monetized. So we're going to go through it though. We're going to go through it. I also do offer 18 plus readings on my website. So if you want a full 18 plus reading, go book it. Okay? But I'll be back here Friday night for that. And then I'll probably do a little bit of like free readings Saturday morning and paid readings Saturday morning. So we'll see how that goes. But well, that'll have to be next live, Jennifer Love, because I'm done. I'm on a time frame and I have to get done because I have stuff that I need to turn in for school and I have to be at work in the morning. So it'll have to be next live, which will be Saturday morning. So sending y'all love. Make sure you subscribe and don't forget to turn on your notifications. Love y'all.